Hello everyone, I'm here to tell you some tips and tricks on how to get your lodging to level 100 quickly. And when I mean quickly, I don't really mean quick. Because if you don't know by now, lodging is the hardest thing to level, which may sound incorrect because there's a plethora of trees in the world and yeah, you think it would level quick, but how I see it is the more quantity of trees or the more quantity means less experience, which means you got to work a little bit harder, which also means
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
not saying that, you're going to jail while cutting trees, but it's pretty much the same thing. If you ain't got the time, then don't do it. If you've noticed, everything else you do probably levels up a lot faster than lodging, even mining. You have to search for the nodes or the rocks, yeah, but whenever you hit them, you get a crap load of experience and probably a lot of materials because it's a lot more work to find and there's a less quantity of them, so you level up way faster. In my opinion, lodging is probably the hardest one to level up because it feels like it feels like a chore, but I don't mind doing it, but it definitely feels like a chore. Now, let's get back to the tip. Honestly, there's only one tip that will increase your leveling faster, so I've watched many New World videos, not saying that they weren't well informed, but if they didn't say this, then it probably wasn't all too true with the video. But the videos definitely explain how to get more, wood out of, wood cutting, which is also good. I will say that Swole Benji made a great video as well. He was very descriptive about what he said, and he actually also explained which is the best tree and which is not the best tree. So, at the end of the day, the best way to get the most experience to level up your lodging is determined by the number of hits that you actually hit the tree. I will now elaborate on what I mean by the amount of hits determines the amount of experience. So, if you smack the tree 2 or 3 times, you will yield a small amount of wood and little to no experience, most likely 34 experience, which is what you would want to avoid. 3 to 5 hits is average experience, which is 73, and 6 plus hits gives you the most experience, 140 for young trees. For young trees, I should probably say that again. That is what you should try to always get, but probably won't be the case because it's not common to just find trees that you can hit 6 times everywhere, because then that would be easy to level up lodging. You'll find that in mature trees that's very common, but in young trees you won't find trees that you can hit 6 times all the time. So, of course, you can hit any tree you want. If you want to be efficient, I'd aim for hitting trees that are between 4 and 6 hits if you are leveling lodging and are fairly new to the game. The next thing we're going to be talking about is there are actually 3 types of young trees. I'm pretty sure we've all seen this before, but I'm going to label it so you know which one is which. The super skinny ones, which are the worst ones, which give you 34 experience, which usually get knocked down in about 1 to 3 hits. Those are the ones you want to avoid. The healthy ones are the wide-looking trees, which you should hit for about 3 to 5 times, which gives you the average experience, which is 73. And then the last one that you're going to be looking for that you can hit 6 plus times is the trees that branch out in like 4 directions that are like really rooted in the ground, that kind of look skinny. Those are the ones that you want to look for because they give you the most experience. And I don't really have a name for them. They're just, trees that branch off in 4 directions. But anyways, they give you the most experience. I forgot to actually add that I'm using a steel axe in this video, but I will say the type of axe you get will affect the gathering speed, yeah, and it will affect the number of hits, yes. But the strategy is still the same when it comes to hitting young trees. You want to hit the 4 direction trees, the wide trees, and then the skinny trees, still in that order, and it will still yield you the most experience. Well, I don't know if the experience is different depending on the level. It's been a while since I've been level like below 100, so I don't know if you get exactly 34 or 73, but the order of experience is still the same from those trees. So whether or not my experience is different than yours, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you still get the most experience from what I'm telling you. So just remember the order is the 4 direction trees, the wide trees, and then the skinny trees in that order. Try to always look out for trees in that order, and that will help you level up your lodging a lot faster than usual, especially if you're, before level 50. But even after level 50, still look for trees in that order whenever you're hitting young trees. Whenever you're hitting mature trees, it doesn't really matter. You can hit any mature tree and you'll still get a great amount of experience, probably greater than the 4 direction trees. But for mature trees, the strat is bigger is better. So if you see a giant ass mature tree, knock it down. You'll get like 200 plus experience. But there's no real strat for mature trees. There's really only a strat for young trees. So just make sure you pay attention to young trees. Mature trees, just hack at them. You get experience regardless, and it's still a good amount. So you don't have to worry about that one all too much. If you're looking to improve your yield, there are ways to go about doing that, such as refining your axe to get the wood cutting bonus whenever you craft it. That increases your yield per tree that you cut down, or eating the cabbage foods that you get from cooking, or crates from outside the world. That increases your luck. Or you can also use the proficiency booster. These items will help increase the yield per tree, and that's pretty much it. I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, hit that like, share, and subscribe button for more. I will be making more videos on locations of large amounts of trees, ores, and spawn rates when me and my friends find them. Thanks for watching.